What's going on, YouTube? So today we're going to be checking out Monster Train 2, which if you haven't played it, it is a deck building roguelike game in the same vein as Slay the Spire. So it's a little different. We start with this little thing here called a pyre, and then we have our hand, obviously. Then we get to use summon units to the field. I've played this before, not this game, but the prequel. And each of the units has a cost, and then like they have these little two dots up here. They have effects, whatever, you know, you get the point. We'll throw down. We got 4 energy. This guy's got multi-strike and revenge. What is revenge? Triggers when being hit. Apply 1 valor. Valor is 1 to friendly units. Raise armor when wait, what? +1 stat, raise armor to stat count if it is in the front unit after combat. Oh, okay. So we'll throw you over here. And as you can see, they have a certain number of little pips at the top of the card, and the pips on the top of the card tell you how many cards can be put in that space. And we're gonna put you in the back. That way our effect can trigger, and then we're gonna throw you. I like to put this guy up here. Usually. Enemies have boarded your train. Yeah, the lowest level. So this is the intent system. Obviously, it's same from Slay the Spire. If you played that game, you will be very familiar with it. We can deal 1 damage. Pyrogel increases incoming damage, which is interesting. Advance, move to the front of the floor. Interesting. I think we want to go ahead and probably kill this guy and then do this, and we're gonna take 4 here, which is no big deal. We're gonna put our spear steward up here. Actually, we should have put him behind. I didn't realize that other one had that much health. But in general, you want to put your thick boys in the front, and then you want to put your big DPS guys in the back. And it's a little bit different than Slay the Spire because you're using like traditional units, obviously. I'm gonna kill this guy in the back again. Advance, apply Valor 2. Well, we can use that. Flip this guy up in front here. And then we'll hit this guy with this big damage, or we could flip this guy into the front. I think we'll just hit this guy with some big damage. Our units now have Valor 2, which I'm still not exactly sure what does. It says after combat, the front unit gains armor up to the stat count. Oh, okay, so the front unit keeps gaining the armor. I got it. I'm figuring it out. We can also... Okay, that guy's Giga dead. Usually there's a turn gap between this and like the final wave of each of these fights, so that probably means that there's gonna be a boss in here in a second. When you summon a unit, by the way, it doesn't go back into your deck, so it's kind of just out of your deck. There's some special units that kind of filter more units into your deck and stuff like that, but in general, when you summon something, it's gone. We're gonna put this on this guy because it's gonna give us more armor, I guess. Does the Valor last permanently? Not sure how the Valor works. I don't know if it passes between turns or not. This relentless ability means the combat. That's when that. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, so basically what's going to happen here is this guy is going to just keep attacking until he clears floors, and then if he gets up here, you're going to lose, basically. This thing does do some damage, so if, you know, a unit does make it up there, it's not like you automatically lose, but you don't want to be taking damage, basically. The higher they get to the thing, the more likely you are to get killed. You can see the predictions here for the entire combat, so we are going to be a little bit short on damage. Obviously, we can just kill this guy and be a lot less short on damage. Don't have to worry too much about this guy. And we're going to slam him with this, and now we win this fight while him still on the bottom floor. And so you can see this is pretty much the progression. I'm sure there's probably a setting where we can also speed up the animations. In the previous game, you can just, okay, you can just still click up through. Bet. Yo! Then we get some cards and some score, just like in Slay the Spire. A little bit different because each of the card, you know, different factions have different cards. Okay, so we get advanced, apply damage, shield 2. Damage shield 2 is pretty good. We can, this one's better at using it on enemies stuff, and shift whenever this unit moves. Interesting. Take 30 damage, can be equipped on enemy units. Very interesting. We'll take this one just because sometimes pulling somebody from the back of the pack is actually pretty good. Oh, excuse me? Gelly sneeze? The fuck? Jelly sneeze. Gelly sneeze. Cooldown 2. Deal 1 damage, then apply 12 pyro seal to the front enemy unit. Okay. Well, they didn't have abilities in the previous game, so I guess this is like an activatable thing on the unit. Interesting. So, 1 damage and apply 12 to the front enemy unit. I mean, that seems pretty good. Deal 1 damage to enemy units. If it's everything on the floor, that's also pretty good. If it's everything in the train, that's insane. And then we've got consume, gain 2, Dragon's Horde. Earn Dragon's Horde and loot it outside of battle for valuable rewards. Okay, not sure what the heck that's supposed to be. Consume means it can only be played once per battle. And we start with 4 energy. Earn Dragon's Horde and loot it outside of battle for valuable rewards. Interesting. I'm not sure we want to do that. Obviously, that's probably the choice to roll infinite, you know, gain more stuff, but with only 3 energy, I don't know how that could possibly help us. Okay, so we can get a banished unit, or we can gain a powerborn unit, and we can get a merchant of steel or a merchant of magic. We got 100 gold up here, which is pretty good. Usually I like to focus on magic stuff because magic spells shuffle back into the deck, unlike units. Obviously you need some units to be able to win, but I'll take this early. See how the menu is different. Ooh, fancy. Big animation, so we can remove a card at any of the shops. This is a cost will go up every time you remove a card. You can re-roll for 50. I can upgrade a spell with 20 magic power and consume. Upgrade a spell to cost -1 energy. Or I can gain spell chain, which puts it back in my hand if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the copy gains ephemeral. When played, a copy of this card will be added to the hand. The copy loses spell chain and gains ephemeral. Oh, okay. In the previous game, they would also gain additional magic cost. So that's somewhat of a buff. I think we do take this, and we gonna... Well, gaining 20 damage on one of these also is still pretty good. Making it deal 21 damage is pretty crazy. The Zealot has sweep, which means it hits everything. The action makes it apply 5 Pyrogel, which makes some enemies take damage. That's pretty good for a bottom floor unit. Costs 3, and it's only 2 slots. So it's okay. 20 health means it's not going to die immediately too, which is good. This one has incant though, so every time I play a spell, I get 1 Pyrogel on the enemy units. I don't really have a way to do like infinite spells currently, so the current best choice is probably this, but also that's 3 mana, and I don't like that. It's too expensive. I like keeping my options open. Slow moving soldiers based off blessed of entropy will deal heavy damage if they reach the front. Okay. So we've got ominous acolytes in this battle, which are easy to kill with our pokes. We've got these bird knight dudes, which will... You basically beast us in the face if they get in the front line, which is okay because we got our thing that cycles enemies into the front. And then our boss is going to be this guy who gains 5 armor. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. All in all, I think we probably can handle this pretty easily. So we're going to start by throwing our friend here. And then throwing this here. And we'll throw... Can't put this in this lane. I would do it if I could. But I can't, so... Wait, didn't I take the other one? Oh wait, no, I took this one because the other one was 3. That's right. We will throw you on the 2nd floor though, because putting him on the 3rd floor isn't going to do us much good. Those enemies aren't going to take any damage. The preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the next combat phase. Yes, I understand. Everything's going to die except for this guy who's going to take 11, and I'm going to get 9 in exchange. I can deal big damage to this guy, or I could kill one of these guys. If I kill one of these, it doesn't really change anything, so I think I'm going to advance this so I take less damage. And I'll just do that twice. And then I'll throw a spear dude up here just to get him out of my deck. Good God, they almost killed me. Okay, though, I got 7 shields back. And then I'm gonna gain some health action here. Now we would like to have this guy die. You summon a unit with an activated ability. So I can click this to make him sneeze on this guy for 12 damage, which will kill him. Which is good for us. But you want to kill this healer back here. Otherwise it's going to become a problem. And then we'll just bulk up, baby. So in general in this game, you do want to kind of focus on the lower floors as much as possible in terms of trying to kill the enemy on the bottom floor. Because the boss will eventually make its way there. And you know, if the boss makes it past the bottom floor, you don't get as many points and stuff for your run. I guess we can go ahead and do this. That'll kill that guy. And then we can do this. And just cause why not? Or didn't have. Okay, so this is gonna be rough. We did get our thing here. So in theory I just killed this guy. But this guy's also a problem. Yeah, that'll work. I can kill you with this. Then I can... Yeah, that's right. Force you to the front so you'll die. And then I just valor myself for as much health as I can. I could have swapped them. I probably should have swapped them. It's fine. Pew, pew. Like all roguelike deck builders, you also are probably going to have to do a couple of runs before you start getting, like, you know, the really good cards. I think we should still be able to handle this one though. Not on the first floor obviously, but throw this at this guy, throw this at this guy. So we want to make our damage last as much as possible. We've got 8. Potential damage here. We do this, that doesn't do us really any good. We move this guy to the front and then he takes an extra hit. It's probably our best bet. I mean, we can also activate this. Because these guys aren't gonna take but one hitty piece anyways. We just throw this guy up in the front. That nearly kills him. Spitties. Go ahead and speed up this combat a little bit. Put on 2. That way it's not so jumpy. And we're gonna, oh my god. Only after combat, yeah, so that's not gonna be useful. Pyro gel it up, baby. And there you can see we took a little bit of damage, but that's okay because the boss still died. And you lose a little bit of your score whenever you take damage. Let's see if I can give somebody quick. Other units on the same floor gain a bonus. That's pretty good. Everything on the floor getting quick is kind of insane. That's good. Not great, but it's okay. Then we got Valor 10. That's a crazy amount of Valor. And it's reusable. We could reduce the cost. This guy is a unit. He takes up 1 slot. We don't have any additional slots right now. I don't know how effective that's going to be. I think we just take Divinity here. There's also an argument for skipping. Explosive. All excess damage is applied to each enemy unit. Ooh, that's crazy. Slay gain a dragon sword. That seems good too. Revenge. Apply Power Deal 3 to the attacker. Revenge is really good on, this is an equipment. This also wasn't in the first game. Revenge is pretty good for if you have a guy that you can just get really thick, beefy stats to. It also applies to armor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so might be good if we have lots of Valor, because then it also makes our spells do crazy damage. Random equipment and rooms. And ways to improve them. What the heck? Forge your spells and gain new powers. Oh, we can get a little bit. Celestial alcove. Something surprising can be found within the celestial fog. Okay. So we get this either way. Interesting. We'll check out the equipment. Might as well get some health while we're at it anyway. Let's go and check this out. We've got Bloodthirsty Blade. Slay. This equipment gains 1 permanently. Oh my god, that's crazy. Zone of Silence. Grants silence to non-boss enemy units. True. I don't know what a room is. Room. Does not tell me. I assume it applies to the whole room, and I guess it's permanent. +1 size, shield steward, and spear steward units gain multi-strike and 20 attack. Good lord, that's crazy. Well, I think we buy this and this. Combine 2 equipments. Good lord. Good lord. What the heck is going on up here? Oh, okay. Shows me all 3 bosses. That's actually very useful. Didn't do that in the last game. That makes it a lot easier to build decks. Okay, we'll leave this for now. No Covenant primary clan is banished in Ally clan. Fireborn. Current rank 3. Wingless Hive. So we've got to fight this guy first. And his ability is gain 2 rage. Rage 2. When an enemy dies. So he's going to be getting stronger the more he kills people. And then we got this guy who get thick and gain a lot of spikes. Yeah. Good lord. And then our final enemy is enchants enemy units with rage 3 and your units come in with melee weakness. Oof. Pretty rough. We'll click on this. We're gonna need some thick boys. The rail leads you along the path of the angel, a gravel stone path lined with angels forever frozen in stone. A few such statues still contain some lingering essence. You can infuse this essence with one of your own. The price of power, however, might not be what you expect. You grant your forces the powers of heaven. Wrath, get the Wrath ability. Cooldown 3, attack immediately. Ooh. Benevolence. Cooldown 3, restore friendly units to full health. Good lord, that's crazy. And then we got courage, advance. Restore to full health and gain armor equal to the amount healed. Bruh. All of these are crazy. I guess benevolence doesn't do it to yourself, it just does it to friendlies. I feel like courage is just OP, right? Especially on one of these guys. You've chosen the fire of courage. As you continue down path of the angel, you can't help but wonder who these angels once were. Okay. Interesting. Well, on to the next. This is gonna be the first boss here. Yeah. There's a wild, like a pterodactyl kind of. Furious Frenzy. Ooh, big music. We'll throw you in the front here, and we'll put you on this floor so you can be swapped in. And then, yeah, guess we can do this again. Seemed to work out okay the last time. Archeon is the strongest boss you faced yet. He moves between floors freely. Yes. So the boss can move up and down the floors. You've drawn an equipment card. These cards can be attached to one unit inside the train. Once attached, they improve the unit in various ways. So the boss will go flying up and down, and we can't actually attack it as you see here. Every time we attack, he will also attack sometimes. So he's going to attack right now for 7. We can attack him for 13, so we can basically fight the boss before he starts doing his I'm going to destroy everything in existence pass. I will put the Bloodthirsty Blade on my boss character here because it's gonna make it a little bit stronger. And then I'm gonna kill this guy off. And then I'm gonna, you know, I'll throw some damage on you. Don't. Oh boy. Watch out for triggers. He has a trigger. Resolve. Triggers after combat. Gains 4 and takes 20 damage. Good lord. Okay, so you can't have multiple equipment on the same character. That makes sense because that would be giga busted if that was the case. So this is a problem. This is also a problem back here. I think we go ahead and do this so we can get up front and not die. And we'll throw lava armor on this guy since he's in the front now, and it'll activate. We can throw our dude here. We'll clear out. Oh, don't want to use that yet. I hit the boss with this. I don't think the pyrogel expires either, so it kind of just stack. We could try and stack it up a lot on the boss before the boss wave starts. Okay, well they're dead. I could advance one of them to protect them from dying up there. Friggin' 4 here. Yeah, I think we do advance. We'll advance our dude back here. Oh, of course, he still dies. Hmm. He's still dead. Jesus Christ, bro. Why are you so tanky? Big damage. Not big enough damage. We are leaking a lot of units right now. And our guys are almost all dead. I've drawn a room card. These cards can be installed on the floor in the train. Their gameplay effects persist until the end of battle. Only one room effect can be installed on the floor at a time until the end of battle. Does that mean until the end of the turn or until the end of the battle period? Why is he dying from this? Does this... Oh, because he's killing himself. That's right. We got another one here. That's annoying. We're gonna fling this guy to the front. We'll flip our stuff around. Oh my god. That is not good. How are we still dying, bro? This thing is doing way too much damage. Jesus Christ. I'll take some damage on this. Of course, this guy's gonna get up here. I'm not gonna pay any attention to him because he's already gonna make it up there no matter what we do. I think we could just go straight to vanity, a big defense. Because we're pretty much playing for boss at this point. All of our units are dead. I hate this. Really don't want that to happen. We can get an extra bit of damage here. Well, we can definitely get a little bit more because we can put melee weakness on here. We could summon this guy to block for us one turn and then get 50 extra damage, which I think is definitely worth it. We're gonna have to just waste this to kill this guy, I guess. Hold on this guy. We did a little bit of a misplay there. We should have summoned both those guys to the bottom floor. They would have been probably lethal then. Don't have any way to do anything here. Don't care about this guy really. So we need to focus, if we survive here, we need to focus a lot more on getting more units. Probably. I mean, we're gonna survive. We're only gonna take 7. Took a lot of damage, but we did make it. We get some big upgrades now. Let's see. Consume double the amount of pyrogel in a unit. That's pretty crazy. When a unit gains pyrogel, it gains +3 stacks. Bruh. That's crazy for a room. Spend 50 gold? Apply 50 armor to a friendly unit. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm taking a room here because that room seems pretty good with our other cards. Summon +10 in attack and for each dragon horde. Okay, so there are cards that we want to have tons of dragon horde for. Got it. Revenge, gain 2 valor. Oh, that's a crazy thing to put on the front. So whenever you defeat a boss, you get to choose one of these upgrades. One of them gives you an extra energy per turn. One of them gives you draw, and one of them gives you 2 additional little clips that you can put an extra unit in. Since we know we're going with a unit focused strategy based on the fact that half of our cards say move a unit to the front line, we're probably going to go for this one for the first one. This also wouldn't be a terrible choice. And always they give you the same tire buff. A little bit of extra health and damage for your thing at the end. And we also get to upgrade our champion at the start of the next area. So we can take some healing. We can get a random event. And a merchant of trinkets. And trinkets are artifact. They're like the I think it is artifacts. I like the items we can get that modify the gameplay. Forgotten bones. Forgotten boons. I don't know why I said bones. Duplicate a card and merchant of steel. We do need new units. And we don't have a ton of gold to buy stuff with. I think we go this way. We can duplicate that unit we made anyways. And we can make a really juicy unit. Oh my god, Valor 8. Upgrade a unit with 20 additional health. Upgrade a unit with quick and 10 attack. Can I put this on my commander? No. No, I cannot. Fair enough. Apply Pyrogel 1 to enemy units. Revenge, gain 2 valor. We could reduce this character to 1, which means we would be able to put 2 of them. Or, you know, we'd be able to put it on the same floor with the shield guy and our boss. Then we'll reroll. Avarice 3. When a unit with Avarice deals unblocked damage, gain gold equal to the stacks of Avarice. Bruh. Crazy work. What is Titanite? Incoming damage is reduced by half? Bro. We about to get thick. Oh, also you can only upgrade a unit twice. Without, you know, other things applying. Avarice probably wouldn't be terrible for some of our units. Obviously, the more gold we get, the more we can start stacking. It's whenever they hit, right? It's not when it kills. Yeah, it's literally just whenever it hits an unblock. Okay. Why not? And we'll save the rest of our money. 14 in damage. It's not crazy. I'm going to check to see what we can upgrade our dude to do. Revenge. Apply 2 armor. Or I can make it where he gains 1 valor permanently. Every time he shifts. That's pretty crazy. You don't know permanently means for the entire run. Not forever. But anyways. Revenge. Apply 2 valid or friendly units. Well, I don't want you to actually be in the front anymore, so this is probably the better choice. But I want this thing to be in the front. You're gonna be thick. I got 2 of them. Nice. And now I can get trials. So a trial basically just lets you get a little bit more ridiculous with your challenges. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. It'll be whatever the weakest unit is in this pile. Usually it's a bunch of guys with like 5 attack and 1 defense. Add a discordant toll card to the top of your draw pile. Well, I don't love that. There's a scourge. Ugh. Jesus. That thing's gonna shuffle so many in. And that's just a thick-eyed boy. And our boss on summon descends all friendly units to this floor and retreat. You mean? Okay. Misshapen Fiend. Okay, so there you go. Extinguish. Add 3 corruption to your front unit. We don't have any way to wave clear these guys, so I'm just gonna not do that, even though it gives us a ton of gold. I also don't know what corruption does, so we're gonna throw you. Put you here first. You put you here. Do we just go straight and get thick on the first floor, though? That's the question. We can get crazy thick. I think we try it. We'll put you on the second floor. We're not gonna have enough mana for our units, so they're gonna get shuffled back in, which is fine. Yep. Didn't equip that. We can go more on the defensive here. And then smack. Oh yeah, we're getting rid of this dude because I don't want that thing getting shuffled in there, even though it burns our damage card. Our boys are getting thicker. I'm gonna put this at the top floor because it's basically the best place for it. We're gonna put this on this guy because he's gonna be taking all the damage. Throw this guy up here. Go ahead and activate his ability even. We could shift this up to the front. Why are you stunned? Oh, and can't. I really want to sap my enemies or my characters, to be honest. Just put you in the, give you a little bit of valor, and we'll go on. God, that thing is super tanky. Oh, look, the money bag. I know I should put this on this floor, but I can't because I need this guy to die. So we'll do it later if it comes back around. Okay, we need to watch that first top floor and see what's going on here. We can go ahead and kill this guy. Open this third guy up for some beating. We'll just take a little bit of damage here, but we'll kill this guy out, and that guy will die to the thing up there. And then we're looking good on these other floors for now. That guy is definitely taking a lot of damage. Bink bonk. But this guy did do his job, which was to get pyrogel on people. Here's one being hit. But why do you not have it then? Oh, you don't attack. That's fine. That makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna activate your ability, so you can go ahead and heal up, which will kill these guys off, which is great. Here. Gonna take a ton of damage here to our thing because these guys keep shuffling these crap cards into our deck. Oh, that's what I mean by retreat. Okay. That's fine. You're still dead. Alright. This guy is tanky as all get out, and he's gaining so much. He's gaining so much armor. Obviously, that armor doesn't actually apply. But that guy was also getting tons of stacks of pyro fire, whatever it's called. The lava stuff. Gold! A lot of damage there, but mostly just from having those junk cards in our hand. Valor on friendly units adds 1 attack per stack. Holy moly. Oh, that's crazy. That's insane for multi-strike room, actually. Consume, apply 1 damage. Damage when Valor 4, okay. I mean, the Everlasting Light Spear seems pretty good. Resolve, reduce cooldown by 1. That's also pretty good. Ability, expensive. Taste. Cooldown 3, apply a Ferris top 2 to friendly units. Good lord. Deal 20 damage to all units, including my own, by the way. Gain 10 gold. I don't feel like we're gonna have a thing where we have no units on the floor, so greed is probably not worth taking. This could be worth taking if we put it on that guy that can heal himself. But I think we're just gonna take the stuck-up whelp because getting that much gold sounds crazy good. We got Merchant of Arms, so we could combine some equipments. We got Merchant of Trinkets, and we got a artifact. We don't have any artifacts yet, so could be a good option. We could also duplicate some card or another unit, which also seems like a good option. Or we could purge 2 cards. Purging 2 of our shifting cards also doesn't sound like a terrible option. I think we go over here just to see what artifacts we can get. When an angel moves, it gains 2 valor. When a friendly unit gains valor, it gains +1 stacks. Okay, well that's just busted. AF, brother. Okay, we got no money. I think we purge one of these. Just having 2 of these is kind of crazy. Or 4 or 5 of these. Yes, way too many of these. And then do I purge the divinity? I feel like it's just too expensive to ever really cast it. 3 mana for 10 valor is crazy. A penitent prayer stone. Spawn on each. Tell me what that does. Okay, it's got spikes. 108. Reanimate 8. Unit with reanimate 8 if killed, it will be revived with 1 life. Lose 1 stack of reanimate. Oh my god. Keep coming back over and over and over and over again. He's got 8, dude. What the heck, bro? I don't even know if that's winnable. That's so many. If we have thorns, maybe. Yeah, we gotta deal with these guys too again, which is fun. And then we got this guy who, whenever a unit dies, he gets stronger, and he's got multi-strike. He only does 3, so it's not that bad. Obviously, if he starts triggering that thing a lot, it'll be pretty bad. I don't feel like we're winning this with... So I'm not turning this on. I feel like we're already in a pretty bad place just from the boss. The boss seems crazy. So we'll throw one of these on here. Throw them over here. And then we'll throw... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Actually... Oh, are you kidding me? Can I quit game and then Like replay. Oh my, it literally alt F4's the freaking game. Seriously. I did not want to do that. Okay. It does save the progress of the turn though. That's crazy. Ah, man. I gotta pay more attention to what I'm doing. I mean, it's not what I want though. I want you on this guy. I mean, the boss is gonna have a time getting through that thickness. I'll say that at least. That is some crazy thickness. I don't even think I can put... Play a spell, okay. Only spells. I could put this guy out here, but he would just die. Or he would get really messed up. And what's the advantage? I don't feel like that's worth doing. Stick this on you, and we'll slap you away. It's gonna get tanky AF. And kill that guy off. We're gonna take a lot of damage here. That's a ton of damage, dude. I need that multi-strike thing. Room. Oh, thank God. Just in the nick of time. Yep. That seems pretty good. And we get some gold out of it. Put lava armor on this guy. Throw this guy in the very... Yeah, we'll put him like right here. There. Pretty good. Okay, the boss is coming soon. I can't put this guy on this floor, so we'll just throw him right here for now. We can kill one of these guys. A little bit of funky movement here, but probably should have moved this guy, but it's okay. A little bit of damage isn't that bad. I'm still thinking the boss is probably gonna just keep rezzing to the point where he kills us, so it's not gonna matter too much. Oh my God. Oh, we actually got him. We good, apparently. Assuming that this actually is calculating correctly. We're gonna shift you back up into the front, and then we're gonna shift you back up into the front. So it's giving us more permanent stacks of valor. Thing is, we don't have to worry about what happens after the boss shows up. If we kill the boss on the turn that it shows up. The boss dying will immediately end the encounter. So he's just gonna end up taking like giga damage. Oh, okay, but the reanimate doesn't trick. I see. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. The reanimate doesn't end the turn. So the other units still actually get to kill or get to attack. Like 3 Valor and damage shield 1 to friendly units. All friendly units? That seems pretty good. 3 mana is not great, but you know. Revenge, deal damage to the attacker equal to this unit's health. Good lord, that's crazy. Retreat to front enemy unit. Apply melee weakness 2 to or 1 to enemy units. This seems good. Double the amount of pyro gel. Apply 10 pyro gel and 10 damage to enemy units. Woo boy. Gain 5 gold for each dragon horde. I mean, Dragon's Breath seems pretty good. It's a floor clear. It does cost a lot, though. I think we're definitely taking that on the next boss, assuming we beat it. We're definitely taking that cost thing. We could get an armory. Equipment or a room card. I think we take the magic at this point because we need to reduce the cost of some of our stuff if possible. -1 and intrinsic. That's crazy. That makes that card way better. 10 magic power. Getting 10 magic power on our things also makes it where we can poke enemies more effectively. Not really crazy for gold right now. I do need this help. You would not believe, though. So what is our random effect this time? A cluster of 3 large crystals containing entropy's strange powers forces the train to stop. You can take one of them to investigate. The first crystal is extraordinarily heavy for its size. The second crystal is completely weightless and hollow. The third crystal is growing at an incredible pace. You take one of Entropy's crystals. Take the heavy crystal. Get Entropic Stone. Upgrade. Get Entropic Crystals. Unpurgeable reserve. Spells in your deck cost... What the heck? Can't get rid of it. And spells in your deck cost 1 for every turn you keep this in your hand. That is absolutely crazy. Upgrade a spell to cost -4. Upgrade a spell to gain triple stack. Permanently gain 5 permafrost. Permanently gain 5 magic power. That's crazy. This means we have to get rid of those whenever they show up in our hand, though. And they don't even burn. They come back, bro. Ugh. So good. So permanently getting 5 magic power is nuts. And it's intrinsic. So now we just always get it in our opening hand. I know this is not going to be great because those entropic heavy thing or those entropic crystals are just going to wreck us, but I'm assuming that there's some kind of story element for him. All right, this guy's thick and got spikes. This should be okay because my guys do a lot of damage. I'm gonna do this all correct way this time and put this guy on the second floor. All right. Couple those units back into the deck. Okay, we're taking 8 there. I mean, look at this, bro. I'm about to obliterate these enemies. Bop. I don't even know what you do. Nourishing cherub. Eaten. After the next round of combat, this unit will be eaten by the front unit without an eaten ability. We're at 35. Okay, so he's just gonna buff the crap out of this guy. Not if he's dead. He ain't gonna do nothing if he's dead. Pyrogels. Go ahead and stack up the second floor. My guy in the front there is taking a lot of damage. He's starting to heal now, so that's good. Why is there... What? Oh, okay, this is the upgraded ones. I was getting confused there for a second. Yup. Absolutely about to do this. Put this guy in a berry back. Throw this on you because absolutely. Get fiended. Okay, and we're gaining health on every floor. Oh, that guy just died because of a spike. That's great. I mean... Seems like the right call. I know this is not great to keep in my hand, but it is what it is. We're getting stacked up. Getting thick. Good God, bro. Okay, we're gonna throw the storage thingy up here. Throw this here. Throw this here. Activate this ability. Get rid of this thing. Okay, these guys are dying, which is the important bit. The boss is eating that, which I don't love. But that's okay. We're gaining health here, we're gaining health here. Nobody's dying. Except for the enemy units. And our boys are starting to get big. Good lord, are they starting to get big. These cherubs at least don't have any damage when they make it up to the top floor. Is that thing purged? Like, where is it at? Okay, it's in my deck still. This dude is gaining so much armor, bro. Holy moly. I just noticed he got 60 stacks. 63 stacks now. Bro, it's so thick. Bro's thicker than a Nisquik. Why are you dying? What? 22, bro. What the heck? Why are you doing so much damage? Bro, that's so rude. I'm gonna throw you out here just to eat that 22. Good God. Everything else is good. I'm just gonna get rid of this bell. God, I hate the bells so much, dude. Alright, well. Bit of a problem. Bro, we're not even getting close to killing this guy. What the heck? How did they not die from that? I feel like we're cooked. It's the thorns, man. There's so many. Deals 8 damage to anything that attacks. Like, nothing I got's gonna be able to live through that. It's the best I can do. And it's not enough. We might live, depending on how much of this. Oh, he doesn't even do damage. That's good. Or doesn't even get to deal damage. Just out of here. Yeah, we're definitely cooked, bro. Spikes, OP, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, that's the tutorial done. We're gonna be checking out more of this game as we go along, obviously. So if you're interested in more of this, check it out in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.